Hi, see you again. So today we'll discuss about sound in animation. Okay. So the truth whisper among the animators is that 70% of the show's impact come from the soundtrack. Okay. Soundtrack is meaning that related with the audio. So maybe back soundtrack related with the uh, narration special sound special effect, sound special effect, and the background music. Okay, the right music can help the animation flow, and sound effect can give your work solid feeling that adds to the illusion of the life of life. Adds to the your animation. Sound effect plays an important role in conveying action. For example, the punch, kicks, and so on. Music help express emotion. So this is from the previous expert say that. So that show that sound animation is uh, important. Okay, scratch track, okay, on the sound effect done by storyboard. Okay, that's why I stress about the sound effect in your storyboard. Okay, and then sound effect can come from a standard library, for example, before this, CDs, everyday sources, or you can record it by yourself. Okay, sounds shorter in animation than is real life. Don't wait for the animation to be finished to start thinking about sound. So that's why, as I mentioned, think about your sound effect in your while you are doing your storyboard. Okay, now this there are a lot of sources you can get the sound effect. Okay. Okay, first sound in animation was taking picture the jazz singer in 1928. 1928. Steamboat Willie was one of the first experiment in composing an audio soundtrack for animation. Willie's screen with the live sound with the animation was half finished. Test audience was widely enthusiastic. Enthusiastic was widely enthusiasm about the animation. Okay, we discussed about the history of music in animation. So from Warner Bros. Okay, own hundreds of songs related with the animation. Okay, animation composer required to use a, a snippet in every animation. Okay, and Disney owned few songs in 20s and 30s, encouraged composer to write various on well-known themes. Okay, so if you notice, all animation from the early stage introduction of the animation got a lot got their own music theme. Okay, original is simply symphonized start with the Who Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf in 1933. Music in future line animation, 1939, and theme now. Okay, this is Carl Stalling, most popular person in work with the Warner Bros. After Disney. Before this, he worked with Disney. So famous for music gags for orchestral accent to the obstacle reference. We have learned that cartoon should work without the music sound. The character work without the cartoon work without the pictures. Okay, so this among the popular individual in 1930s. It feel like the character came from the some place before you see him on the screen, and when he's done, he's going to go someplace else. They are live for the character. The happen exclusive for the 20 minutes you can see him on the screen. Okay, so this could to show okay the sound in the animation is most important. I don't just stand still on the front of the microphone and speak. I put my full body into the performance just as I would on stage. So, like the characters, before this, we are discussed about the characters. So, how the character, for example, the Moana character using by the rocks, how meaning that they see before they are talking the script or talking the narration, they are feeling like they are in character with that animation characters. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, Mel Blanc, also the famous among the individual or the famous narration for the characters in early stage in Warner Brothers. For example, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Horn, Sylvester, Pussycat, Woody, Woodpecker, all done by this person. Okay, so if you watch this kind of the animation, the behind the scene is this man, Mel Blanc. Okay, I love to see Roadrunner. Okay, and then some the famous name, Daws Butler, Yogi Bear. Okay, mentor of many other voice actor. Nancy Cartwright. Okay, Simpson, Lisa Simpson. Recent trend toward using celebrities for, as mentioned, most nowadays this is early stage for the voice of the character, but nowadays they are using celebrities, famous celebrities to attract the audience to see that movie. For our local cartoon, Nur Fatihah Diaz, the character is boy, but behind the scene, the voice is from this little girl, Upin Ipin and Bobo Boy, also played by Nur Fatihah. Another Ochabot, okay, played by Muhammad Fatiz Diaz. Okay, this is character in Malaysia. Okay, professional voice recording. Once draft of the script is written, recording process will begin. Many actors will test the record their voice. The stable voice will be selected required by the based on the storyboard. Once the story voice recorded, process move on the tracking system or synchronize with the character. In animation, there are normal 5 or 6 predetermined mount position for synchronize. So we are done doing the synchronize using 2D animation, but for this character using 3D animation. Okay, for professional, sometimes they are using proper studio for making recording, or we call it dubbing. Okay, normally they are using dynamic microphone, able to handle voice performance that range for the low to screaming. Okay, this is types of microphone. There are a lot of types of microphone. This is one of the popular popular types of microphone used to record the voice. A low resolution standard CD quality sound 16-bit 48K sample rates. This is the standard for the recording. To high standard 24 bits, which is 90K sample per rates. Okay, this is technical. So normally they are using high standard for popular cartoon. Okay, the types of sound they are using in animation. Okay, sound effect, as I mentioned before this, explosion, water dropping, and so on. Dialogue or narration, music background or music. Format most popular is MP3, WAV, and AIFF. Okay, sometimes they are using another format based on the software they are using, but the most popular they are using MP3. Okay, so that's all. Thank you. We are discussing about the audio in animation. Okay, see you next class.